Hey friends, MoNaCo here with a informative lecture video 3 on how to name acids and bases. You actually have the 6 most common acids and 5 most common bases in your reference tables. So this is more of an informative video on how to actually go about naming acids and bases according to their formulas. There's a pattern and all of them fit the pattern. That's what we're going to talk about here. So acids start with H. We know that. Binary acids are only 2 elements involved. So the first element, the hydrogen, is going to say hydro. The second element is going to say its name, but modified to ic. So 2 words in the name, and the word acid is the second last word in the name. So for HCl, we got an H at the front, so we say hydro. Chlorine is the back end of it, so we say chlor, but we change ene to ic, so chloric. And then we add another word, acid, dead giveaway. Wow, we chemists sure are creative, aren't we? Next one, HI. This is another type of acid. Hydro for H. Iodine, so iodic. Iodic acid. And then the last one, HBr. Hydrogen and bromine, so hydrobromic acid. So ic at the end, hydro at the beginning. Oh, I forgot the acid on this one. Acid. Double acid at the second word. And the only part you really got to worry about is that middle part that has to do with the element that the hydrogen is attached to. All right, moving on. Ternary acids. So there are binary acids, and then there's ternary acids. Ternary acids are acids that start with H and are attached to a polyatomic ion. So in this case, we've got 3 total elements in the compound formula. So we got to use table E. First word in the name doesn't get hydro. Binary acids have these rules with ate, ite, and ic, and us. So if the polyatomic ion ends in ate, name gets replaced with ic. If polyatomic ends in ite, it gets replaced with us. Very, very obscure naming rules. Again, don't worry about this too much. Pay attention to your table that has the names on it. So nitric. So this was hydrogen nitrate. So we don't say hydro. We say nitrate. So we change that to ic. So nitric acid. This would be hydronitrite. So we don't say hydro, so we say nitrous acid. And this one, the acetate ion, we don't say hydroacetatus acid. We just say acetic acid. Again, don't worry about these ones too much because they're listed in your references. Moving on. A couple compounds that have slight exceptions to the rules outlined above. Sometimes you must just go with what rolls off the tongue more smoothly. H2SO3, sulfuric. No, that's sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid. And H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. Again, all these listed in our reference. Naming bases is much, much easier than acids. Acids was kind of out in left field there. Don't worry about it too much. Naming the first ion in the formula as is. This will always be the positive and will be either a metal or a polyatomic ion. The other, the OH, it's at the end of all bases, is just hydroxide. So table E's got hydroxide as a polyatomic ion, so that's how you really can name them easy every time. So these ones are really, really, really easy. The first element says its name, and you say hydroxide at the end. So Li, lithium, OH, hydroxide. 2 words. Mg, magnesium hydroxide. You've probably named these at some point throughout the year just using table E or seen them. NH4 is a polyatomic ion, also from table E. It's ammonium hydroxide. All right. Practice naming. Don't sweat this. This lecture, I don't want you to sweat it too much. We're not going to do any practicing naming of those in the practice packet. Acids have hydro at the beginning, an acid in the end of their name. Bases have hydroxide in the end of the name. If you were going to memorize anything from this video, acids have the name acid in them. Duh. Bases have hydroxide. So memorize that connection, and you're probably going to be good to go. Thanks for watching.